Alright. Oh boy, what happened here? I'll tell you what happened here! Honestly, I'm just gonna tell you the last point race before we get into this. Okay, last point race. I did not drive my kart. I did not drive the Area I did not drive my J51 kart. I did not drive the Area 51 kart, which is buried right now. And honestly, the parts are mixed up. Okay, I drove a big bore motor called the Lagger motor, which basically it's a top end big bore kit that Panther Motorsports created for the CR500 casing. You basically use the stock CR500 casing, and you can bolt onto there. It comes with like piston, cylinder head, and stuff like that. Plus, you gotta buy extras like carburetor and boost bottle and stuff like that. Whatever. What was that? Okay, and I drove, and I quote, I drove the famous driver Sean Becker, the Shark. If you look up Sean Becker, he's a sprint car driver, which I think the owner of the kart, I guess you could say it's Sean Becker's, but it's probably really George Becker's kart, which is um pretty much my engine builder, and that he builds engines for me, and he's awesome with engines, and and so I raced this car. It's an Area 51, and I usually race with a J51, and I drove an Area 51. I haven't drove an Area 51 since February, and qualifying. You got the fastest motor, got the best car. Oh, and one thing I gotta tell you about the Area 51 is the biggest, fattest tube that QRC sells. My J51 frame is a 1 and 1/4 by .083. The 1 and 1/4 is the diameter of the tubing, pretty much the outside tubing on the chassis, which is not here right now. And the .083 is the thickness of it. Okay, I'm just going to point at this. The thickness of the metal on the chassis. Now, the Area 51 chassis I was driving, it was 1 and 1/4, so the same diameter, but the thickness of it is it's .095. So it's thicker means it's going to be more heavier, of course, more material, and it's more stiffer, and the car's much heavier, and the motor is much heavier and more powerful, of course. So it was totally different than what I had. At least you could compare it to my old Area 51, which the old Area 51 I have, which is, I'll tell you in the next video, honestly. So that diameter is 1 and 1/8, so it's really, really small compared to 1 and 1/4. It's like an eighth smaller, and it's a .83. Honestly, it might even be a .065 to the way. Well, I will explain that in the next video. And I qualified fifth. Fifth? You gotta be driving nuts! You crazy? You got the best car? You got fifth? What? Honestly, it was my driving. I will admit, it's my driving. It's just, you gotta think this. Think about a 250 motor. You're moving up to a 500 motor. You gotta think. I drove a 500 motor, which is my motor. Stock. No stroker. Hear me. My motor's not a stroker. You compare it to, a big bore kit that has high RPMs that drives like, oh my god. And the chassis is totally different, so I didn't know what I was going to drive, so I qualified fifth. So I lost 1 point off of Kyle Woodcock, the one that was battling for championship. Oh, by the way, speaking of championship, I saw comments like, how are you first in points? Well, those 5 races, out of 3 out of those 5 races, I beat Kyle in points. Those other 2 were the races I did not finish. And that's how it happened. And and then the races that Kyle did beat me was like one of them he was towards the back, and one of them he got uh, oh that's right, he was in the middle of the no, how was it? He beat me twice. Yeah, he was towards the back twice. He had, I guess, he motor issues. So I beat him overall in points out of those 5 races. So that's how I was leading in point race. Now trophy ash. Bum ba dum. Oh, you guessed it. Trophy ash winner. Look how tall that trophy is. I'll go back. See that purple trophy? It's quite tall. I know it looks, my trophy's not organized because that trophy's there. So, I'll bring it down and let you read it. Oh. Jeez. Trophy-ish winner, cycleland speedway 2017. Well, I win the darn trophy dash if I qualified fifth. Well, they had an invert, which it was awesome. The way they do their inverts, if you qualify fifth or sixth, you're in the front row. Since I qualified fifth, I was front row inside. The first and second place people, this invert's kind of weird. They usually put first and second place either middle row or the third row, which is the back row, and then fifth and sixth or oh wait a minute. Okay, I confused myself. Okay, so oh wait, I'm fifth and sixth, so I was front row, and then third and fourth. I think they either stayed or they went in the back row, something like that. But yeah, I won the trophy dash. Now it's main event time. And oh boy, I made a huge mistake on the setup. Okay, fast motor in a fast cart. No top 5, no top 3. Did I make top 10? Yes. I got 6th place in the main event. And oh boy, I made a huge mistake on the setup. So I thought, well, I won the trophy dash. So, can I just keep the same setup? No, you're not supposed to do that. What are you, stupid or something? Yeah, the track went away and oh man. Oh man, no, no, no. Oh man. But I did have more points than Carl did. Like, I think someone told me it was like 12 or 13 points ahead because I won the trophy. I just got 10 bonus points and all that. So we get into the race. I was like third row inside, fourth row. And immediately once the race starts, I was going in a corner. The car went immediately sideways, and then I had to fight to get it back. Since the car was heavy and it had a stiff chassis, I was able to bring it back in. And oh my god, the tire is spinning. Oh my god, I had to be such a baby on the pedal just to get on the around the track. And I lost spots. I was like, oh no, please God, no. I was actually almost in tears because I did nothing but look at Kyle Woodcock. I was like 5 positions behind him, and I need to be at least 2 positions behind him. So once the green flag went by, after that one caution flag, because you know why not? You cannot have a race without cautions, right? So we went going, and I was passing people. I was passing people quite smart actually. When I would go around the corner, I would baby pedal it, and once I get it straightaway, I'll just smack that throttle. And once I did, I was able to pass people on the straights, and then sometimes I was actually able to pass them in the turns. So I got 2 position gaps behind Kyle. Well, there was only one car. It was like one. Yeah, there was one car in between me and Kyle, and it stayed like that the whole race. And then there was one guy that tried to pass me. I was like, nope, you ain't passing me. I just kept blocking him, staying the inside. And I finished 6th. Kyle Woodcock finished 4th. And he announced the Um, so how the points go? Yeah, you'll find out tomorrow how the points went because, well, something happened to the points. So, thank you for watching. Um, yeah, I finally won the trophy dash, so that means I won. I got first place in qualifying. I got, um, I finally won a trophy dash. I won the heat race before, and I won the main event, so I won pretty much everything in the past before. Even though the last point race I got qualified fifth, won the trophy dash, and and I'm at um the main event. I got sixth because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to lower your tire pressures and you're supposed to put the wing back. I didn't do that. So that screwed me over. Almost screwed me over the whole entire thing. So you find out at the last video if I won the championship. Goodbye. Or bye. Peace. Whatever. Peace.